Mitrom and Bandhuvam, welcome to South Asia Maps Intellectual Kshatriya Channel Education Channel. I have opened a new playlist for our audience called Dharshani Horses and Arabbi Horses. Essentially deals with the military political history of modern India. Dharshani horse is essentially ornamental horse, a show purpose. It has no real value. Whereas Arabbi horse is a performing horse, enduring horse that really runs the show. This is metaphorical, nothing to do with the names of the rulers. Here, the first part, there will be many series, you can look at that number. Dharshani horse, Arabbi horse. A Mir Jaffer, East India Company Bahadur, and of course Calcutta Council, Robert Clive, and so on. We are talking about the very important political military events that happened in the Gangetic Delta, Battle of Palassy in Nadia district, 1757. Excuse me for my allergies. Here you can see the political historical context. We are in the Bengal. Nawabi or Nizamat is the Hooghly River, Bhagirathi River, a distributary of Ganga or Padma River, Brahmaputra River, Jamuna River, and Meghna River will be here. This is the 24 Parganas district and Nadia district, east of Hooghly Bhagirathi River, Murshidabad district, and Jeshore, Khulna, and Faridpur, Bakarganj, and so on. North is Malda district. This is the Vanachal region, Santal Parganas. Essentially, like here I have mentioned little more, like Dharshani horse is like a de-jure ruler compared to de-facto ruler, nominal ruler or real ruler, dependent ruler and sovereign ruler, a subsidiary state or a paramount power, a client.state, a Master.state, Feudatory state, supreme power, a dependent ruler, Dependnat state, Hegemon or dominant, protectorate state, princely state, imperial power, and so on. And after the fall of Hindu-Buddhist empires, Bengal has gone under the control of Islamic conquistador, Islamic imperialism. Later, at this event, it was overthrown by the British imperialist, British conquistadors. The Catholic imperialist Portuguese also tried their best in the east coast Chittagaon or Chittagong near Arkan region, but they were not that successful. All of them finally solidified today as a secularism or Mekhalaism, dismemberment of our motherland Bharat and disembowelment and emasculation of Hindu civilization all have connection with this event. What happened after the death of Aurangzeb 1707, a prominent diwan was appointed to Bengal, Murshid Quli Khan. He belonged to Nasiri dynasty. He is a very powerful reader, popular reader, with a very rich province, Bengal Nizamat, Bengal Suba. He died 1727, succeeded by Suzauddin Khan, who ruled around about 10 years, and later succeeded by Sarfaraz Khan. At that time, a Suba of Bengal province, Bengal Suba, a sub-Suba was there, Patna. Its governor, Alivardi Khan of Afshar dynasty, overthrew him and became the ruler. And he ruled around about 15 years or so and passed away. When he died, the Masnad became vacant. The contest came between his brother-in-law Mir Jaffer and his grandson Siraj-ud-Dawla. Siraj-ud-Dawla was barely 19 years. He is an Islamic zealot or a Ghazi. He used to openly dishonor Hindu ladies going for bath at Ganga Sagar. That's a different story. And he was nominated, became the successor. And he was not a coward, he's a very good fighter, but honestly picked quarrel with the British at Calcutta, who was becoming very prominent because they already won the Carnatic battle, increased their power. So, and the first he defeated them at the Treaty of Alinagar, and later British and Clive and Watson pulled their resources, entered into a secret deal with the disaffected nobles of the court at Murshidabad. And their leader was Mir Jaffer, because he was the related in blood and also dismissed as a Bakshi, a prominent minister nobleman, but kept as a commander-in-chief of the army. And Siraj made a war with the British, and all of them met at the banks of river Hooghly, Bhagirathi, Battle of Palassy. It was not really big battle, and the opposing army, we are not getting into much detail, just kept quiet his generals, and Siraj lost the battle, and Siraj fled, and he was later caught by Miran, the son of Mir Jaffer, and he was killed. And Mir Jaffer was made the Nizam of Suba, the Suba of Bengal, or Bengal Nawab. And virtually he became a Dharshani horse and fulfilled all the promises he made, and British ran the real power. So he immediately surrendered the 24 Parganas to the British. That means the entire this region came under the British control. So the Dharshani horse Mir Jaffer of Nazafi dynasty, and the Arabbi horse, that is East India Council, Calcutta Council, Robert Clive, are British imperialist, and so on. And you can look at my main YouTube channel, South Asia Maps REddy, that brings heritage of South Asia in the icon. There are a lot of presentations for you waiting, and you can subscribe them, and you will be get informed, and you can make comments also. And here you can see the Nizami territory, Nizamat of Bengal, Bengal Suba. This is the Ganga river. This is the Buxar, Patna town, Mangyar town, Bhagalpur will be somewhere here. This is the Rajmahal region, and Shahibganj. And this is the distributary of Ganga. Ganga is enters in Bengal called Padma or Padu. This is the Bhagirathi Hooghly river. The British, they have fort and headquarters, Fort William, that is also called Bengal Presidency. At that time small. And next to that, British, French and Danish and Dutch, all they had their fortifications, Chandranagar like that. And you go to Katwise, other town. This is the Bardman district and Midnipur district, and this is the Damodar river, and you have Azai river here. And Battle of Palassy was fought, and Qasim Bajar, Murshidabad, and Akrasi to have the Malda district, and Dhaka. This is the Brahmaputra Jamuna river. That is the, you can see the Bengal presidency of the British one, and they constituted lot of districts. I am showing the old version of districts. Sundarbans district, 24 Parganas, Calcutta here, and the east side you have the Nadia, and you can see Jessore and Bakirganj and so on. Hooghly and Howrah will be here, and Midnipur district and Bardwan and Murshidabad. Across the Ganga river you have the Malda district, Rajashahi, Pabna and Bogra and Rangpur, Dinajpur, and east of Brahmaputra you have Mamen Singh, Sylhet, and so on. This is the Patna district, and this is the Bhagalpur, and all those areas. And we are looking at the same thing with little more details. This is the Bhagirathi river, Calcutta, Shirampur, and Nadia district, Krishnanagar, the Katwa. This is the Mora river. This is the Ajay river. This is the Mayurakshi river, Katwa, Berhampur. This is the Murshidabad district, Jalangi and Azimganj, and this is the where Farakka barrage and the river, the distributary of Ganga joins, and so on. This is the Shaibganj and Bhagalpur. This is the Parganas, and I have highlighted for you the Nadia district here, and you can see on the banks of Palassy. You see that there is a railway station also in Palassy. This is the monument later built for the British imperialist power, propelled on the banks of river Bhagirathi Hooghly at Palassy, and Nadia district and Murshidabad, and so on. So we have seen all of them, and that is about Dharshani horse and Arabbi horse. A de facto power, East India Company, Bahadur, that is Calcutta Council, Robert Clive, and so on, and Dharshani horse, Mir Jaffer, non-performing, showy, de-jure legal, then de facto ruler. In our Dharshani horse, Arabbi horse series, we talked about the prominent political military events that happened in the later half of 18th century in the Indo-Gangetic plains, that is in the Bengal Suba in the Gangetic Delta. This is your presenter REddy. See you later at other presentation.